Mr. Fish Comics. Sweet.
I'm working like work. I'm working. I'm working. Boy, quit sleeping. Let's get to the mission.
What is up, everyone?
What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Glad you guys are here with us. Glad I'm here with y'all, man. I'm glad I made it to another Friday.
Night, and we're feeling all right. Nah, what is up? What is up? Fish,
Man.
What do you think of that new intro, bro?
Dude, that new intro is tight, and the music is sweet, man. I kind of wish that would just kept on playing through the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all really want to watch me jamming out to it, but man, that's nice.
I dig it. So fun little fact for the behind the scenes. Fish sent me his logo today, and while I was at work, I did a little voice, Mr. Fish Comics. You know what I mean? And we're gonna play with the idea a little more and see what we can come up with. But
Little tweaks here and there.
Yeah. Since I officially signed with Short Fuse, I mean, shoot, why do I keep doing that? I gotta get out of that mindset.
It's set in the brain. It's a pathway you're used to using. You got to train it for the new pathway.
I got to change. Let me rewind. Since I just signed with Freestyle Comics, I figured I better put them in, rep the set. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My man Fish is rolling with the crew now, so we had to, rep his stuff. Because, I mean, my guy right now is killing on TikTok. Fish.
Oh, yeah, man. I may not be going viral, but I'm certainly going bacterial. I can give you that,
yes.
man. I had a video the other day where I rolled up a character, used a superhero generator online, and picked some powers and came up with a new character. That thing went flipping nuts, man. People had a lot of fun chiming in and giving different name ideas for the dude. And I ended up going with the Vault because it was just too good of an idea. Because the more I thought about it, the more I thought, if he's absorbing all this material into him, that mass has to go somewhere. That matter has to go somewhere. Yeah. So I thought this dude's going to get seriously dense and heavy the more it goes. And then I got to thinking, if this big dude that's rolling with all these gangsters is secretly a lot smarter than people give him credit for, that could make for some really funny moments. Like when somebody tries to punch him and they break their hand, and he's like, dude, where were you in 5th grade, man? Do you not know about the conservation of mass? Man, matter can neither be destroyed or created, man. Where do you think it goes, bro? It's just too funny to me. And, I just see him the boss is like, all right, head up in that building, go get that guy out of the 3rd floor, and him be like, yo, boss, this building was built pre-World War II, and the building codes were different. I don't think it can handle 2 tons walking around up there. I'm just saying.
You gotta give him
much different consequences.
He's got to talk like that. He's got to talk in that accent.
Sure. So I'm loving this character so much, and I guess people got a kick out of it because I make up characters quick, which is why I don't worry about it so much. We need a new character, bam, I can make up somebody, and here's his backstory, and here's his family, and here's his little sister, and here's his cousin Mookie, and the whole 9 yards, and why he does it, how he does it. I love this stuff. So it was a lot of fun. Apparently people are digging it too. So hey, I'm down.
Yeah, I love that. We had the type of relationship to where you're like, bling, sending me snapshots. Look how much it's going up. Bling. Bro, look at this. Bring, look at this. And I'm like, I got my little fish leaf flag, and I'm like, go fish. Go fish.
Man, I was so excited when it hit 500, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's up almost on 1,500 now.
Yeah, I'm digging it, bro. I'm rooting for you. Kyron said, Fish, you can make characters like crazy. What up, Andrew? What up, Jay, man? What is going on, everybody? Thanks for spending your Friday right here with us.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you guys for showing up.
We appreciate
there, man. The character I made for him, and I love that dude. Came out so cool. I just love the look of him.
We'll have to, when we get him in as a guest, we'll have to take a look at that.
Oh, man.
Today's episode is about one thing and one thing only. And that's supporting KickStarters.
Absolutely.
Right?
Backing our brothers that are out there creating, out there hustling, trying to bring their dreams to life, trying to make awesome books for people. And I've seen some of this artwork and stuff out of these books. Dude.
Yes.
I mean, this is like some high caliber stuff coming out. Like this isn't like, I got my sketch pad and I got my number 2 pencil. Like this is good stuff.
Good stuff.
I'm really excited about this.
So not only do we have one guest that we're supporting Kickstarter.
Not one.
Not one, not 2, but 3. 3 different creators are on tonight. They're gonna give us a little, rap sheet of what they got on that Kickstarter, and we're hoping that anybody who's watching will be like, whoa, mind blown. Let me go over here and back that right now, because that's what we want. We want to see all these projects funded, all these projects in people's hands. So we decided we didn't want to, with us only doing Fridays, we didn't want to waste any opportunities to get these people on and possibly be out of their Kickstarter window. So we were like, let's just put them all on. Let's just get them all on here.
Let's get them all on there. Give everybody a chance to talk about it. Maybe one book ain't your bag, but I guarantee you there is going to be something in this show that is in your wheelhouse, and you're going to want to pick this up. You're probably going to want to pick up all 3. I'm just saying. I'm going to go ahead and prestidigitate and read the future and tell you, you're probably going to want to pick all 3 of these up. But,
You heard it.
I'm excited about
it.
We got JT Malloy on tonight. I hear his Kickstarter's killing it, man. He's already way past his goal on it. We got Daniel Calvin on here, and we got Will Peden on here. Man, this is going to be an awesome show. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to hear him talk about their books, talk about what got him into this whole thing. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. This is me hyped. This is me excited.
Fish, let me bring him on.
Bring him on, dude. What are we waiting on, man?
All right, here we go. We got JT. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
All right. What is going on, bro?
Not too much. I just got off working at home.
Cool. We got my guy Will. Will, what's happening?
Oh, just trying to get settled in from work. I do security installs and stuff like that.
Okay. And last but not least.
No.
Daniel, what's happening?
Hey guys, I actually also just got back from work a little while ago and ordered food and just, getting ready to settle down in for the weekend.
Nice. So we got.
I mean, admittedly, I just got back from work too, but I work right here, so it's not that big a drive for me.
Yeah, I just got off of work too. So not only are these guys in the comic book world trying to get these books funded, but they're out there hustling and bustling and doing their day job on top of it. That's even more reason to support, back, and get it cracking with these Kickstarters. I don't even know who should we have go first. I mean, I guess we brought JT on first, so let's get straight into it.
1, 2, 3. I'm in the third spot. My book is called The Sapphire Spectre. The first issue I successfully funded last year, and the second one, which I've been working on for a long time, and just so happy to finally get out there, is going on right now. It's got 9 days left. Sapphire Spectre, the elevator pitch it's about a girl from Chicago, a woman, I guess. She's 23. She is she died when she was 18 years old, got killed by a demon ghost hybrid, and now gained the ability from the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, gave her the ability to die on command whenever she wants, enter the spirit world as a ghost called the Sapphire Spectre. Nice. Beat up and cut off evil demon heads and stuff like that, and then come back to her body and she's alive again. So there's a bit of an astral projection kind of thing going.
Oh, that's wild.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I dig it. I'm showing different covers. These are just images that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of sexy art on this one. I've been seeing that. All right, I've noticed all the cheesecake on these Sapphire Spectre pictures online.
Right. I keep it kind of like a PG-13 kind of cheesecake, you know what I mean? Or maybe very light R-rated, It's never too porny or anything like that, but it's more of like a, as much as there is like a sexy element to the comic, it's mostly about the action and the ghosts and all that stuff. So, and the humor too.
Nice. My guy Brad Arney said that he had already backed all 3. And if anybody knows Brad Arney, they'll know that this guy is a super backer and a super supporter. So Brad, thanks for that, bro. I'm sure these 3 guys
thank you
appreciate
very much.
it.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, that whole super backer thing is weird. Like, I just got a notification for that myself, and I was like, I do not spend nearly enough money. Like, I'm an artist for a living. My budget for Kickstarter is kind of small, but I spend that budget every month. And I was really surprised that I got that, because, I mean, there's other dudes out there dropping $150 per Kickstarter on some of this stuff. But, man, that is an awesome looking book, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna show off some more of these. It's not now. This one is like a.
That's me. That I drew that one. It's an homage to. Actually, I have the original art right here. It's an homage to J. Scott Campbell's Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say.
That was kind of blowing up in the news.
Yeah, controversy about it.
Right. I'm not even doing it to troll. I just love the cover in general, and I love his stuff. I love Spider-Man, so that turned out pretty fun. And I hid like God knows how many punk rock references on that page too. And then this is my friend Trina, Harley Quinn SLC, Harley Quinn _ SLC on Instagram, and she also goes by Really Gorgeous, the #1. She does like a lot of Twitch streaming and stuff like that, but also a whole lot of cosplay, and she's just killed it as the character.
Yeah, she looks. I mean, it looks good. It looks.
Yeah, she and her husband shot those, and then I did little bits of touch up to make her a little more ghosty, make the eyes glow, that kind of thing. But yeah,
that's really neat. That's really neat. So on this book, you're the artist and the writer, then, hey?
Yep.
Oh man, that's cool.
Letter it, draw it, ink it, all that stuff. Yeah.
Double duty.
As a writer and artist myself on my own stuff, man, I appreciate that. That's a big deal. I'm excited. Right. I'm definitely gonna have to check this out, man. That is cool.
Rub it in, guys. Multi-talented.
Hey, no offense. Not everybody has the skill set. And there's a lot of people out there that can draw and cannot write. And I appreciate those that are honest about it and say, you know what, I can draw, but I can't write. I need somebody to write this for me. Because there's people out there that think they're writers that really shouldn't be out there writing.
Yeah.
That cover was an homage to the Adolescents, one of my favorite punk bands. So I try to do a punk rock homage, everything. My little imprint is called Punk in Comics, and there's a lot of metal in comics. I noticed that, like a lot of dudes that are into broadswords and metal and stuff, and that's part of their identity when it comes to their brand with comics. I kind of want to do the equivalent, but with punk rock. So yeah,
nice.
It's not a prerequisite to enjoy my stuff. It's just kind of there. That is by David Fott. And shout out to him. He's going through some medical issues right now. So everybody keep him in your thoughts, prayers, whatever you do. And he's a great artist. Been working for
I would say
Ink and stuff. Yeah.
All these covers look really good, bro. I mean, these are all these covers look dope. I like the idea behind the comic. So it's to me it's definitely like an original concept. So I dig that.
Thank you.
Killing it. I mean, obviously it speaks for itself. You said that your goal for Kickstarter was how much?
I set it at 3,000.
And what are you at now?
I'm at 8,500.
Wow!
Yeah.
Congratulations!
The first
man.
one did 14,000. I'm hoping to at least break the 5-digit barrier. So yeah.
Good deal,
but
man.
I just want people reading it. Like I've got a 9-to-5. I'm not gonna buy a yacht with any of this comic money. So I just definitely want people just checking it out. That's
sure,
all.
But it allows you to just to pour
the
more
better
into
it does, the more eyes it gets in front of, the more people get to read it. Like that's my thing. That's the whole reason that I'm doing anything like this is to try and get more people's eyes towards the stories that I want to tell. Because I'm going to tell them either way. I'd just rather 1,000 people see it than 100 people. But if 100 is all I get, then that's awesome. But I'm fixing to tell my stories. I'm here to tell you.
Right. I love this color right here. This cover right here.
Yeah, it's by Ashley Witter of Squarriors fame and Scorch, and she also does Marvel covers for Dr. Aphra, Star Wars, and Fallen Angels, X-Men, and some other stuff. And we've been friends for a couple of years now, and she kind of helped me kick the door open a little into this whole indie comic scene. I worked with her and her husband's little company, Cold War, for a while, and she's always been cool to me, always given me a lot of great advice, and I finally got her to do a cover for me, so that's really cool.
I dig it. I dig the art. Another dope cover. And then we got this one here.
Steph Wilson. I've told this story a couple times now. I'll tell it again. It's like Steph Wilson. Does everybody know his stuff? Like he's just all over the place. And
everywhere.
Such a great guy. And like even as credits in the bottom, I put everything in parentheses. Yeah. No, he and I joke around with each other a lot and stuff. And then I told him my comic is a little more PG-13, so I'm like, all right, no nips or camel toe. And he's like, all right. And he comes back with this, and I'm like, well, I guess I didn't say no butt. So,
Hey.
So well played, Steph. But I love
the
the copper tone
I
kind
dig
of vibe, the Dean Eagle, Mandy kind of vibe.
Then we got this one here.
Yeah, and that's the main one I did. I drew that before I even started drawing the story. Because
Nice.
the story this time is about, usually it's a little darker. Usually it's a little more like ghosts and demons and stuff. I figured it would be funny to have a little chibi ghost follow her around like Mr. and Mrs. Spitlick or Batmite or something. Where
I
it's
like that.
she's obsessed with the main character. And, Batmite's like obsessed with Batman, and it goes a little further than that. It gets a little stalkery. So it's like, right in the second page, her roommate looks at the thing and it's like, I'm out of here. Like, I've dealt with some weird stuff in your life, because she knows she's the Sapphire Spectre, and she's like, I just gotta get out of here because there's a 2-foot cartoon ghost sitting in our living room, So
I think
that's the thing. Like, if you think about it, Batmite and stuff is super freaking creepy. I mean, that's like super mega powered stalker that can just rewrite reality and stuff. That's creepy. That's not like, fun hijinks. That's freaking terrifying, man.
Wasn't that kind of the
Absolutely terrifying.
Wasn't that kind of the premise of the version in Batman the Brave and the Bold? There was like the ultra fan from hell.
Mm-hmm. Paul Rubens as that. I love that cartoon, by the way. But
I'm gonna pull. I didn't realize I had some pages also. I'm gonna pull those up real quick. Mm-hmm. So we got.
Yeah, this is from the backup story that takes place in Bachelor's Grove, which is the most haunted cemetery in the Chicagoland area. It's the jury's out whether or not I believe in ghosts and stuff like that. It's kind of like, it's one of those things that's like, it would be fun if it was real, but probably isn't. Like, I don't know, but I still follow the stuff and think it's fascinating. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's from the backup story where there's like a cab driver that. This is fun. This is my first double page spread in the series, and I wanted to go all out with this. Like, I made my own map of Chicago, and I like have a corresponding area of Chicago, and like in each segment of it, it's just like Sylvia's having a day out. That's her name, Sylvia Sloan. She's having a day out, and she's like, this thing is stalking me everywhere I go. So it's like I wanted to show her just kind of trying to have her own little mini Ferris Bueller day around the city.
I dig it.
I've done that myself. Like, I'll just, for no reason, just go there and just by myself and just hang out and stuff. And this thing is stalking her in like every area, and like every area on that map corresponds to a spot in Chicago. So like, I don't know, that was fun. But
that's cool. That's really cool.
And that's when she first meets the thing. I'm proud of that line too. In the second panel, when she says, "Who are you, and why are you making me rethink my stance on licensing?" So,
man,
yeah.
so just going off of what I've seen, this is something that I think you're hitting. Like, I don't know, but I have young kids, and they love like Five Nights at Freddy and ghost stuff now. Like, it's like a trend now with kids that they're into, more heavy into anime, more heavy into like the Five Nights at Freddy and the animatronics stuff. Mm-hmm. So like, just looking at these pictures, I can automatically, like, the book wise, like, this is something that my daughter would probably enjoy reading. Like, I'm sure she would love the little ghost character, and like, they would, like, if this was a TV show, for sure they would, like a cartoon, they would watch it. Mm-hmm. So there's definitely potential in that, I feel like
yeah, and I'm not even the biggest like manga or anime guy in the world. Like, I think it's cool. I just never really knew where to start, how to get into it. I'm more of an American comics guy, but like, I kind of just wanted to just have that, just go a little madcap with this one. Yeah. And it starts out kind of wacky, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then by the end of the story, once you see the twist where it goes, you're going to be like, oh, okay, this is a little different than it started out. So
okay. Yeah, man, I dig it. I dig the concept. I dig the art. I think Well, obviously, like we said, I mean, your Kickstarters are doing awesome. So obviously, there's interest in it, but like, there's always stretch goals, people. So just because you're like, his thing's already backed, it's cool.
He's already
made
got
it.
there. It doesn't mean that you don't want to get in on this. You don't want to miss out on this stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, we're adding more and more stuff all the time for sure.
Plus, the cool thing about stretch goals is you once you've already made your pledge, most of the time with the stretch goals, you're just getting more stuff for what you've paid. It's just because they're making more money off the comic. They're making more money. The stretch goals allows you to have more stuff, more bang for your buck. So just because the guys got it funded already doesn't mean we can't just keep supporting. I dig it. I dig it, bro. I like it.
Thank you. Do you have the I think I have the link in the private chat to the actual page.
Yeah, you put the link in there.
Yeah, I just want to kind of show off the video if that's possible.
Let me see if I can try. I don't know if this will.
If not, it's okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a guru with this yet, and I don't want it to take me off of here, kick me off, and then you guys are, But we'll post it in 5-Star Fridays for sure. So later on in the group, we'll post a video, and you guys need to post your links in the group and all that stuff, and I'll get with you guys, and we'll get the links, and we'll post all that stuff in the group afterwards. Daniel, since you're eating right now, and I feel it because you just got off of work and you're trying to fit everything in, and I understand that, bro. I appreciate the hustle. I'm going to let you do your thing while you're eating, and I'm going to have my guy. We're going to go to Will and bring him on. Will, tell him a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you're doing.
Name's Will Peden. I'm the writer and co-creator of the new comic Hill Turn. It is basically pro wrestling meets Dexter. Everybody loved the show Dexter, and I've got a background behind the scenes in some professional wrestling for a little while, and just always been a fan of it, and had an idea of why not have a serial killing professional wrestler. Upon my research, this has actually been a real life thing once before. It was a lucha wrestler in Mexico. Not exactly the same thing that I'm doing now. However, did I freeze?
No, you're good on my end.
Uh-oh.
Am I frozen?
No. I think he's stuck. There he goes. He's moving now. Don't hear him, though.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened. My computer just froze up all of a sudden.
It happens. So keep telling us about the book. There was a wrestler in
basically,
Mexico.
this is a story about Ethan. It's a story about Ethan Johnson, who works as a call center rep at his day job Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, just like everybody else. On the weekends, he is a professional wrestler, goes by the name the Archangel of Extreme, Ethan Edwards, and he has a little bit of a twisted side. When people do him wrong, they don't live to see another day.
Oh.
He is a serial that has been this for quite a few years, and you're going to have to pay attention to the story. This is number 1 of a 7-book series, going over life of what caused it. You can actually go on the Kickstarter about midway down on the page. There is a link for a free preview of this comic. There's also a little further down a free number 0 black and white that we did origin story to kind of see his very first human kill and how it all got started.
Okay.
So it's basically the 2 faces of the character.
Yeah. Okay. So are you writing and doing the art, or?
No, I'm just the writer. I have a guy by the name of Hughes Rios. He's out of Brazil. He was our artist. This is actually his entry into sequential art. He does marketing stuff down there for a fairly large company and wanted to get in comics. We started talking about it, and this is his actual very first time ever doing any kind of sequential comic art. To me, he actually took my storyline and just brought it to life. I wanted more of the realistic feel versus your standard, I call it the cartoonish style comics on there, especially with the storyline, and he definitely brought it to life. And then our colorist is Bees Studio, and they did like the Killaroo series and some other stuff, and they just added that extra life to the comic, and we're already 100% done with the comic. It's ready to go to print the moment we meet funding and can get kickback, or we get funded and get the Kickstarter finished. We can put it in print immediately. So any digital reward backers can actually get the comic the moment the Kickstarter is complete.
Nice.
One other thing, it was the last photo I just sent you. I just announced it today. We're doing a cross promotion with another Kickstarter called Yule, and it's actually a crossover poster between Ethan and their character. That if you do a physical back on our comic and their comic, you'll get that for free.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So you just have to back both campaigns and you get the free poster. Yeah, Yule, that's that Christmas one that is starting to be seen a lot of the place from Livid Comics.
Yeah, I was on Indie Vault the other day.
Is this it right here?
And that was really cool.
Yep, that's it right there. The cool thing about this is our artist, Rios, is the one that drew it, and their artist, Joel, is the colorist for it. So we kind of put both the creators together. I had the idea for this, and we submitted it. We started talking together, and all you have to do is back at any physical level on both campaigns, and it is your...
Nice.
Good deal.
So
nice
what I'm hearing, and you said this was this is your first big Kickstarter that you've done. So we're getting an opportunity here to support somebody who's releasing their first comic. We're getting an opportunity to support somebody who's doing the first time doing this type of art. There's a lot of firsts here, so that's what's up. A lot of people, some people that are up and coming, trying to, break out into this crazy comic book world. So, I mean, to me, that's even more of a reason, to lend some support. What are you at right now? What is your goal, and where are you at right now?
We're about 40%. Our goal is 2,000. We are currently sitting at just shy of 850. We've actually done pretty decent so far. I'm pretty sure that we'll meet our goal. Obviously, the sooner we meet it, we've got some stretch goals lined out and ready to go.
Good deal.
It's my entry into comics. I've been a comic fan for a while. As you can tell, if you go to our Kickstarter and look at my profile, I back several, not a lot, but I mean, I'm up to like 30 something that I've backed. I try to support indie creators. And then I don't always promote this fact, but I am a military veteran myself, which for those that needed another reason to back, you're helping a veteran try to make his hobby and his passion come to life a little bit more.
Sweet. Yeah, man, I dig it. And I love to see, people finally get out there and make it happen. That's the biggest thing. People get caught up on, not wanting to get their Kickstarter out there or waiting too long. It's good. I love how you not only, and a lot of people don't have the book done already, so that's a plus.
Oh, that is such a big deal. That makes everything run so much smoother. That makes all your backers just boom, get it within a month or whatever. It just goes so much better because I've got books that I've been waiting on for like 2 years, and the artist still posts like, "Oh yeah, I'm working on the book full time." I'm like, you are not working on that book full time. You did. I don't know what you're doing, but you ain't working on it full time. You could have had that book done a year ago if you're working on it full time.
Right.
It's got to be 98% done for me before I go anywhere near Kickstarter.
Yeah, I agree. So
I actually delayed our Kickstarter for this.
Yeah, I planned on having my Kickstarter for my book I'm working on. I planned on having it like last month, but I'm not going to do it until I've got the book all finished and ready to go because of that. Like the last time I did a book, was like, oh yeah, I can finish that book while I'm running a Kickstarter. That's 30 days. I can drop. No, all I did was run a Kickstarter that whole time and stress out. Yeah. I had to hurry up and bust my butt to finish the book once it got done. And I still got it out in great time, but like that was way more stress than I need. I don't want to have to do that again.
Yeah, Kickstarter is a stressful time for anybody, new, old. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's your 10th Kickstarter you're running or if it's, number one. It's always a nail biter, and every day really does count. Like them 30 days, you're like, oh, 30 days, isn't it? But it's like every day does count because I notice this a lot. You'll have a huge jump at the beginning, and then you have that downtime in the middle where you're like, oh boy. Are we going to get there or not? And then that rush at the end. And then at the end, you have those people who, can take you over the hump or take you to that next stretch goal. So
then you hit your goal and a couple of people drop out because they're like, "Oh, they got it. I don't have to back this anymore." And then you got
that's annoying.
Such a freaking roller coaster ride.
Yeah, it really is. My poor girlfriend had to listen to me freak out over the first week or so.
He said, "Serial killer wrestler. How can you pass that up?" Hey. And Brad didn't pass it up. Like I said, Brad said he backed all 3 books already. So Brad's going to get that in his hands because we know that's going to get backed. It's going to get funded. It's going to be put in people's hands. Will, we're going to move on to Daniel. And then at the end, we'll just ask some questions between the 3 of you. But let's give Daniel some time to promote what he's cooking up. Daniel, Dan the man, what's going on, bro? Tell the people who you are and what you're doing.
I'm Daniel Calvin, and I'm the writer-creator of American Dreams. It's a superhero comic set in 1900s New York City with a immigrant who gets caught up in a atomic experiment which goes horribly awry. He has to decide what he has to do with his new powers. We are on this is for issues 4 and 5. That's issue 5's cover right there. And both books are done, and it's also the full first arc of the series. Done. Ready to go.
Nice.
That's a cool time to set it at.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's a really interesting choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think about it, it's like originally I came up with the idea because I was listening to a soundtrack of a show that takes place in that era, and my brain went, what if superheroes were in that era, then the whole freaking light bulb moment went off?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like the earliest it really goes to is like the 1930s and the golden age era because it's going back to the roots of the comic. So I'm just pushing it 38 years back more.
I dig it. I dig the look of the superhero. Too,
by the way.
Yeah, that's Liberty.
Such an awesome look to the character. Just an iconic look. Like looks like somebody that's been around forever. Yeah. Like it just looks like, oh, you got Superman and Captain America, and then this dude. It just.
I agree.
Awesome. It's supposed to be the embodiment of the American dream for everyone, not just, just like a few, which of course is going to have him run roughshod against some of the most powerful people in American history at that time.
Yeah.
Nice. At the same time, he can't always, same time it's for all, which means, he has to balance that against some more extremist elements, which means, again, will push him against like some people like Emma Goldman, who could sometimes be his ally, sometimes could be his mortal enemy. And that's him going up against our big baddie for the season finale, which is Amalek.
Oh.
Who's this big, bigoted criminal who decides to take on the entire Lower East Side out of his prejudice, and nobody goes to stop him.
I'm just loving the look of this whole fight scene. And it's just...
Jody, who's my penciler, Toby, who's my inker, and Warnia, who's my colorist, did an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Here's a look at the villain here. I gotta go with the other guys on this, man. I like that you set it in this different time era. Like I like that it's set in a different time era, and there's a lot you can play. You got a lot of room to play with that. You got a lot of stuff that you can do that's not been too overdone. You know what I mean? Like you're in I dig that.
Plus, you have a whole cast of characters from history you can play with.
Yeah,
and like two of my favorite characters to write are Harry Houdini. On the side of the Angels.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he's also kind of Liberty's mentor in a way. He's also his employer, as you find out in issue 3. As of what happened after events of issue 2, he becomes employed by Houdini in issue 3. And there's also Aleister Crowley, who's on the side of evil. But he's such a fun character to write because he just chooses the scenery of Abandon, and you have to write him tutoring the scenery of Abandon.
Nice.
And by the way, that chibi over there, which I have the stickers of,
Nice.
once we hit 100 backers on the Kickstarter, these will go into physical backers reward packages.
Nice. Nice.
And I think if we get like another 200, we hit $200 Amalek stickers, which I still have to get printed. I originally was supposed to go to Boston, Fan Expo Boston, but I had to drop out of it because they changed dates too close to Rosh Hashanah.
All right, let me take this.
And David Jackson did the chibis.
Oh yeah, I knew that. As soon as you sent him, I could tell that was who did him. He did a lot for me. He's done a lot of those for me too.
He's also doing an American Dreams tour, which I'm hoping to do in the eventual trade.
Okay. So me and you at one point, a couple months was we were label mates, both with Short Fuse. Now disbanded. Is this your first go at it without the publisher, or?
Yep.
Okay.
It's me without the net.
Okay.
We have a lot of people helping me out.
Yeah.
With the Kickstarter, people planning to help me say they can help me on fulfillment, which is great, which means I might have to ship it to them. It's but it's me, on the high wire.
Okay. Cool. I mean, obviously you learned though. You learned stuff. You picked up stuff from that.
Yep.
Was there some? Were you hesitant?
What?
Was you hesitant to run this Kickstarter on your own, or did you feel?
I was actually setting out the original draft of this Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Just before the dissolution.
Ah, okay.
Great timing.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, man. And so, right now, what is your goal for your Kickstarter, and where are you at?
I'm aiming for 5,500.
Okay.
As of right now, let me just do one quick refresh just to make sure nothing has happened in the last 20 minutes or so. We're at 2855, 95 backers.
Okay.
Oh wait, we just got a backer. 28.
Yep, that was me.
96 backers. Thank you.
There we go. That's what it's all about, Fish. There we go.
Well, I've got my computer up, and we're talking about these awesome books, so I've got to go check them out. And I'm a digital comic guy, and all the digital comics are nice and affordable and fit my budget nice and easy, so I got to do it.
Yeah, and I said the entire first arc in comic book form. I actually was sent a PDF the other day by another person helping me set out the PDFs and everything, so we can eventually send it to printers and everything. And he sent me the whole thing, 1 through 5 in one PDF.
Oh, nice.
It was great, but at the same time, it's like we need to wrap these up so we can do the printable version.
So, again, for people to know, this is for both issue 4 and 5, correct?
Right. I'm overdone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, not only are you getting one book, you're getting 2, and then you get 3 books that he has previously to finish a whole story arc, which seems like it's a tough thing for indie people to do, right? I mean, that's what we all want to get to, is at least finishing one story arc, telling one story. So I dig that, man. I'm glad that you've had success. I'm glad that you were able to. You had a little speed bump, but you've overcome that. You've put it out there. You're doing your thing, and it looks great, bro. Props to you, bro. Shout outs to you.
Thank you so much.
Fish.
Yo, man.
I know you're out there backing comics and stuff and supporting.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing that too, and listening and talking. Sorry.
What questions you got for these guys, man? We got them on the show for a little bit longer. I know this is a lot. We've
there's a whole lot of questions that I've got. I'm not sure that the audience necessarily wants all the questions that I've got, because I'm always curious in all the little things, the publishing aspect of self-publishing is the part that always gets me. That's the part that stresses me out.
Yeah.
The creativity I have in droves and just flowing out of me. I can come up with characters and stories and make awesome pages all day long, hopefully write a decent story out of that. But the actual getting everything ordered, making sure that you don't miss a backer somewhere, making sure that you get everything shipped out and all that stuff, that's the stuff that I stress out over. I'm not the most organized guy, so I'm constantly making lists and checklists and going over stuff 100 times. Like, do you guys have any strategy for how you handle that stuff with your projects?
I have a strategy, and it's called Lisa Malone. I worked with her in Cold War, and then she went off on her own and started Malone Management, and it's really cool. She works for Kara Nicole a lot too, and Kara's a friend of mine, and she kind of started like a business in the indie comic scene to help be the promoter. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
So look up Malone Management. Like, she's just amazing. Like, I would not have gotten through that first Kickstarter if not for her, because I jumped right off the diving board into the deep end of the pool, never having swam in my life, and I was like, oh my god, like drowning, and then she just grabbed me and pulled me out, like, all right, here's what you got to do, and stop this right now, do this, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So she's been really, really great. She just takes a cut out of the final, and she's just awesome. So she's got a team of people helping promote all over the place now too, and all the groups and all the everything, and keeps track of the backers and the backer kit stuff and everything. So shout out to her. Like, if you can find not even just her, definitely look her up, but just somebody like her that is just gonna help you out, you know, like, never say no, because it's super helpful.
Nice. Your first Kickstarter, how much did you say you did on that?
14,000.
Okay.
And 290 backers, yeah.
Okay. What a monster, right? I mean, for your very first one, and you're on, I mean, that, you know.
Obviously, she's got the skill set to help you get there, because that's a great turnout for your first. That's
right.
Awesome.
And Kara Nicole helped out so much too, her and Alfred Trujillo, because they were both artists and cosplayers on that book too. So they were invaluable. It's just, I don't know, sometimes the whole who you know thing, like, you know, that sometimes helps. And I don't know, just be friendly to everybody work with each other, back each other's stuff. Like, I did a cover for Fire Bitch, and then they did a cover for me, so it's just, I don't know, exchange favors, hug, make friends, and sing Kumbaya, and then suddenly everything kind of helps out and you have a little scene going.
You know? Oh yeah, man, you never know what kind of awesome stuff you're going to get to work on. And, you know, making friends connects you, and the next thing you know, you're getting jobs from friends of their friends. And, you know, like, I owe my whole career to making friends with the letterer on the first book I got hired on. Right. And everything I've done since then, like even doing FiveStar for Tony, has been because I was friends with Eric. And, you know, he showed my work around, like, oh, dude, check this out. This is awesome. Yeah. Because I could post all day long on my personal Facebook page, but if nobody that wants to spend money on it is seeing it, then it doesn't do any good. Having those connections.
And it's even harder these days, too, because, man, they just throttle everything.
Yeah.
So, Will, this being your first, you know, your first jump into it, man, how are you going to handle this? What's your strategy on that?
I've done graphic design for the last 10 plus years. I've done broker for printing and stuff. So the fulfillment aspect of actually getting it done, I've got all different sources, handling that for clients all around the world. So that part isn't much of a for me, so to speak, because I've dealt with that kind. It's a new genre, obviously, because it's comic. My stress right now is just like you talked about, that dreaded Z zone. I had there for like 2 or 3 days that I didn't have anything. I'm getting a couple backers now every day so far, so that helps. But yeah, it's definitely the stress of the Kickstarter gets, and then you get that feeling just like everybody else has. Is this going to happen? Should I just stop it? You know, it's just, you start beating yourself up for it. So when I get to fulfillment, I know it's probably going to turn a whole nother stress level, but like y'all said, by having it 100% done, that's why I delayed it. Having it 100% done has made me not have to worry about that side. I can just focus on the Kickstarter, getting it out, spreading the word, letting everybody know that it's here.
Cool. Well, what about you, Daniel? I mean, this is gonna be your first. Is this your first run having to do the fulfillment part on your own, or?
Yeah, I have someone who's offered to help.
Okay.
Hopefully, shipping all the stuff to her. Yeah, it's like, I know what they mean, because I've been kind of every so often as I could at work, during my lunch break, or
Yeah.
something kind of quiet. So I've been able to, share things to groups, into my personal page, into my Dreams page, and onto Twitter, like
Right,
every
right.
couple hours. Hopefully, it's gotten me some bites. But yeah, it's kind of, as they say, it's kind of the thing where it's after you have a big first day, like I did that, like whoop,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
this feeling of oh no. But I think we're on really good. I would have if we could keeping like $100 or so a day plus.
Okay.
To get closer and closer to the goal. And like I said, it's the last 72 hours where everyone comes roaring back, and here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
definitely-
was surprised
Go
how
ahead,
many
please.
people don't understand Kickstarter. And and I know my first book was aimed at kids with Tourette syndrome like me. So it was a niche audience to start with. But like so many people don't understand, like, oh, okay, I'll back it when I get paid. Like, well, that's not going to really help you because it's going to take the money out on this day. Like,
Yeah.
I spent so much time just explaining to people how Kickstarter works and when the money's going to come out and what's going to happen after that. And I was surprised by that. But yeah, when I did mine, I launched my Kickstarter, just sat back, waited for it to go viral. And then I was like, oh crap, I got to do a lot of work here.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I had to
yeah,
learn the
yeah.
hard way that I got to
Mhm.
hustle and get this out there so that people see it, so that people come and back it. And oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
eye opening. So I'm all about sharing all the information we can because there's people out there watching. They're like, I've got an idea for a book, but I don't know how to do it. It's not that hard. Like if you can do the artwork like him over here, then you can do it yourself. If you've got to hire somebody out, you can hire somebody out. You can find somebody that's looking for that first shot in comics and get it put together. And it just takes hard work, being organized. The pregame I've learned from watching other people makes a big deal. That how much you're out there pitching that Kickstarter beforehand so that everybody that's going to be interested knows that it's coming and knows to keep an eye out for it. And then hustle, share, drive everybody nuts with how much you're sharing it.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm gonna take something from Danny J. Quick, who I respected him for this. Like he put a video out that was like, "Look, I'm just letting y'all know my Kickstarter is starting. So if you want to unfollow me, now's the time to do it.
Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
I am going to promote, and this is going to be in your face for 30 days. And you really, no matter where you're at, you've done them before, you haven't done them, you've had, success, blew goals out of the water, you've struggled. No matter where you're at, you got to hustle. You got to hustle when it comes to it because there's just, in a world where there's just so much in people's faces on social media, and we all know that the algorithm is jacked up. Like, you gotta hustle. You gotta put it in people's faces. You don't gotta spam them to the point where like sending them messages nonstop. Like, back this.
Oh, the messages in the private messenger that kind of bugs me.
Yeah, but there's a strategic way and a creative way to make it fun for people. And we have many tools.
The memes people do that tie into their Kickstarter. Oh, those crack me up. And they almost always get me to go check it out. If it's funny and gets me to laugh, I'm going to go check it out just to see.
I recently made like a Joe Biden like at a podium going, and he's just, and I put in a word bubble. Come on, man, back Sapphire Spectre too.
I noticed that too with one of those meme narrators with Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, yeah. The meme. But we use memes for everything else, right? To tell jokes or tell. Why not? Why not apply those to Kickstarter?
Anything that will get attention in and get eyes in, get them to stop scrolling for a second and look at it is a good deal. It's a good thing to do.
How many of you out of the three of you guys do you guys utilize TikTok at all?
No, I went
I
on
do.
there once,
I just recently started doing it.
Okay.
How's it working for you?
So far, I don't have a whole lot of followers. I actually found you first, Fish. I found you just in the comics industry. Then I was on Backer Paws, on my show with Backer Paws with Rob, and he talked about him using it. So I just started looking up hashtags and found some. I found Danny. Actually stole his little workout idea. It isn't
man.
screwing me over as much as it did him, but I mean, the workout, being a military myself, the workout idea, it's helped. And then interacting and sharing. I actually did one right before the show, promoting you guys on there and just kind of announcing that little update that I just did on Kickstarter. So nice. I don't do a whole lot of, I'm not the artist, so I can't really sit there and draw. So a lot of people ain't going to want to sit there and listen to me talk without some sort of pictures, but it allows me to get on there and promote what I need to do, say what I need to do. And I've been to Comic Cons before, set up as a novelist. It helps that little quick to the point sales pitch. Now they have a 3-minute option, but that 60 seconds and that 15 seconds, say what you show, what you need. And you just like if you get a table at a con, you've got 60 seconds to catch their attention and keep them.
Yeah.
That's what I miss about the cons is the whole carnival barker aspect of it. The whole, hey, you look like a man that needs to check out this comic book. Why don't you bring a girl over here and check this out? And I'm always selling caricatures and stuff too. So I'm like, you know what you need? You need yourself drawn as your favorite superhero. Nothing gets you lucky at night like getting a picture of your girlfriend there drawn as her favorite superhero. And I miss that whole thing. And if you can get them in for a second, then maybe you can get the rest of the pitch out. And if they stand for that, maybe you can flesh it out, and if they stay for that, you pretty much got a sale. And I love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
One of my biggest I have no shame moments was at Ace Comic Con in Chicago, probably 3 years ago, and it was one of those cons where pretty much everybody was there for the movie stars. Nobody gave a damn about the comic stuff, So it's right behind me was a line of people and Chris Evans, you know what I mean? And I was literally everybody's walking past me and looking over me. So I had a baseball hat on and I drew a picture of a puppy and it said, please look at my stuff. And the puppy was and I drew that and I just wrote, please look at my stuff. And it was a backing board, and I taped it with masking tape around my hat. And so I just had a sign on my head. And people actually, were oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get the joke. Why not? And they just came over, and then maybe some of them ended up buying stuff. So it's you got to adapt in any way you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you got to, like you said, you gotta at cons or during Kickstarters or any of that, you gotta adapt. You gotta see what's working, what's not working. Okay, how do I turn it up a little bit? That's the name of the game. So
it was Danny being on this very show that got me to try out Kickstarter because he was saying, hey, you've got to be willing to get out there, get on the new platform. If you get out there first, then you're going to be the comic book guy on whatever it is. And if you were the first TikTok dude on YouTube doing comic book art, man, you'd be sitting pretty right now with millions of followers. And so I was like, you know what? He's right. And I always stressed out at the thought of doing a YouTube channel because doing a 10-minute video takes a lot of work and a lot of time to edit. And, I would spend hours editing that I don't have to waste. But if I take one of the kids to the doctor, I can sit in the car and wait and film 20 TikTok videos and, knock that out in a morning. And so that's worked out real well for me. I enjoy that part of it. It's quick and it's easy.
Right.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to up the game. We want to thank everybody who's tuned in today and hope that you guys can, we know for a fact that you got at least 2 backers here. I'm going to go on after this, back the projects. I know Fish already did. Get out there and pledge and hit these guys Kickstarter up and get them to the next level because as an indie community, we have to have each other's backs, right? Mm-hmm. Out of everyone else, we got to at least support one another and push for one another. And like they were saying, like TJ was saying, or JT was saying, sorry, you never know when you can help the next guy out, whether it's trading art or hey, you are running Kickstarters at the same time. Let's cross promote. You know what I mean? So we have to be able to lend support to one another. That is key in the indie world. You guys have anything else that you want to say or share before we go?
Thanks for having all of us on. And don't forget, if you're back American Dreams, we get to 100 people, you start getting stickers.
There we go. I like that. Will, anything you want to say?
Mine, just we hope to see you get there. Don't forget, we actually have a variant cover where you can actually have yourself drawn in the crowd on a comic book cover yourself. So make sure you check that out. Check us out on Kickstarter. You can even have that on the digital version there, Mr. Fish. So you might look at that.
Good deal.
But check us out on Kickstarter, Heel Turn Comic, and let us get this thing funded.
Let's get it. JT.
Final thoughts? Something. I don't know. Access.
Something. Goodbye.
My book's really fun. You guys will like it a lot. It's scary and funny at the same time. Very influenced by Ghostbusters growing up as a kid, and Fathom and Witchblade and all that stuff in the mid-90s. And so it's kind of an amalgamation of that stuff. And kind of all thrown in a blender.
All right,
Cool.
You heard it. Back to Kickstarters. Don't waste your time.
Just get out there and do it. Quit wasting time. Just
Somebody
go
said
do
pledge. I pledged and you can too.
Absolutely.
We should make that a chant. Pledge.
Pledge.
Right? All right, man. Like I said, we appreciate everybody who stopped in on your Friday night, get the weekend started. I like to always tell people, one, continue to be the best you. Grow every day. Keep reaching your goals. We can do it together. Everybody have a blessed weekend, and we will catch y'all next Friday. Oh, Fish. We didn't give anything away today.
No, we didn't.
Bum. I guess that means that we'll have to do 2 giveaways next week.
We'll do that.
So you heard that. 2 giveaways next week. What do they got to do? Share this video right here. Because when you share this video right here, it gets more eyes on these guys.
Gets more eyes on the Kickstarters, gets more eyes out there, more people backing. So, share this video.
Every time you share, your name gets put in a little bucket, a little ticket with your name on it. You can share it 100 times. Fish likes to say, share it with your grandma. Share it here. Share it there. Share it everywhere. All right? Share it. Get your name put in the bucket. 2 giveaways. You might even be able to win 2 different prizes. We don't know. We're just giving stuff away. Why? Because we're crazy, boys. No, I know you guys have seen that movie. All right. Peace out. Love you guys. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
See y'all.